Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm series. So in the last episode we were trying to move our vehicle to a new town and our game crashed. And so apparently the last time we saved we were still in the depths of the town here. There's nothing else here that I want to hit. I'm sure in the last episode we probably did hit something on our way back to the vehicle. I'm guessing I think what the magic shop maybe and this bank, but I don't care because the banks have been having garbage and I really just don't want to deal with it. So we're gonna hoof it back to our vehicle. I'm less upset that we have to walk back to our vehicle, and I'm more upset that I have to drive through this town again because I'm very bad at driving through towns in our vehicle. Just because I just plow into everything. So I think we want to just go straight across. Are we still parked way up here? I've actually forgotten, and we never marked our vehicle. I'm going to say we're still up here. No, we moved down here. Did we not move down here? Oh, we're going to head down here. I think I parked out somewhere out here. Man, that sucks. I can't believe I didn't mark the vehicle. All right. I mean, we'll find it. It's 11 p.m., so it would be a little unfortunate if we went the whole episode trying to find our vehicle until daylight. But that's, it's okay. Actually, I wouldn't hate if we could pick up a vehicle to drive over there to save me some time. What do you got? Gas lantern is pretty neat. And a matchbook. I mean, we don't need either because we have a vehicle that has lights and everything. Why don't we see if this runs? Fails to start. We'll try again. Fails to start, fails to start. Okay, we'll leave you alone then. And we'll just head back. Oh, so the last couple episodes were not good. I was sick and tried to force myself to record, which I should not have done. I was just so worried that I was not going to have enough footage that I was like, man, I have to record. And then I recorded, and now I'm like, oh, I really didn't have to record at all. Currently I have, 5 videos left. I really don't need to record Cataclysm today, but this is kind of where I talk about all my personal life stuff. So I thought, I had a lot going on. Maybe I should, record a Cataclysm episode, talk about things, and then I'll probably go record Tome. We're probably only going to record 1 or 2 in this session, although that really doesn't mean anything to you. That's really just for me, going to affect me. So yeah, being sick was a big deal. Recorded, it's everything lined up all the same kind of week, and it made it a lot harder. I see casings. Are these my casings? No, 50 millimeter. There may have been a turret here at one point, although I don't know why it would have been all by itself. Maybe that's just the random casings in the world. And I think our vehicle is up at this road up here, and we'll start looking around for that. Yeah, I got the new computer. I was excited, man, new computer, can't wait to record. Then I started recording, and I messed up my recordings a fair bit. Okay, I don't think we were actually at the craters. Let's zoom out and see where the memory tiles are. Oh, look, there's our vehicle. Great. There we go. Fantastic. I think we're going to... Do we want to try to drive it through the town at night? First, let's save. Oh no, it's... there we go. Yeah, I haven't updated in a while either because I heard there was some problems. But let's save because it seems like anytime I travel, I end up getting those crashes. And I believe they're related to vehicle collisions, but I'm not 100%. So what did we learn from last time? Well, let's drive with the doors closed. And let's try as much as possible to not drive on an angle. Let's, let's turn on our goggles. Let's keep them on while we drive so we can see the interior of the vehicle in case something slips through. Let's turn on our headlights. Dome lights? No, not dome lights. Overhead lights. Turn on floodlight. Oh, the curtains are closed, of course. How do we can just let go for a second. There we go. Take control. Okay, so I don't think that it's bright right here. I don't really understand why the headlight is illuminating us. Oh, because it's, instead of being a directional headlight, it's a circular headlight, so it is illuminating back this way as well. If we look back here, it's a bright square as well. So I guess we don't need the goggles. Okay, we're going to drive across town. We're going to not pick up zombie passengers. We're going to make an ass of ourselves because we can't drive. And then, yeah, we're going to just move on. So, like, I got the new computer, and that's exciting, but also I talked a little bit about how that's, you know, also not exciting because I feel like maybe I don't deserve to have nice things. And then I was using, you know, it's a new style, a new recording program and a new recording, don't want to clip the vehicle, new recording software, new video editing software, and that was a learning process. And I messed up some videos. You know, my tone videos had some real problems. Okay, we're still clear, no zombies in the vehicle. And, oh, come on. So it's a dead end. Can we swing around? I really didn't want to go. Just get out of the way, dude. I guess we go up and around because this is blocked with a wreck. I really don't think we did this last time. Okay. Let's do our best to avoid plowing into things. Messed up some tone videos, and like the video editing software made the volume, like when I edit the videos, the volume is so quiet I can't hear it, but then when I export it, it's so loud. And I'm trying to, you know, figure out how to balance my music and stuff with my audio and with the game audio. And it was a real hassle, and I was feeling overwhelmed. And you know how it is when you're sick, like everything is harder, you know. And like I couldn't record, which is like my normal day-to-day routine at that point was to record every day. I couldn't really do that because I was sick. Can we just squeeze through here? When we turn, we're going to hit... Okay, there's a pool, and an incandescent husk is a little concerning. We want to... I think last time we drove up through here and came through the parking lot because there are turrets up here. So we're going to do that again because I don't think we can squeeze by this forest and the house right here. So we want to continue... the incandescent husk is approaching, but it's not like super... There's another one. We need to just move through here quickly. So we want to go north here, correct? Hopefully no one slips through the cracks. We do have a hanger on in the rear. It's a skeletal dog, which is not super worrisome because I don't think they really give you infections from biting. So we made that through so much smoother. Okay, this was not here before. This is a roadblock. Oh Lord in heaven. This is what killed our last character. A Beagle mini tank. That was not there the last time that we drove through. What we're going to do is immediately, if we turn off our headlights, we're going to proceed forward several squares because we're still driving fast. I think the goal here is to immediately slow and pivot, then kill our lights, and then see if we can navigate around in the darkness. Please don't have anything here. And now we should be able to turn on. Let's think about this. Everything around us is opaque. Okay, so like think about our position in the vehicle. All these boards along the vehicle are opaque, so they can't be seen through. The door cannot be seen through. The only thing that can be seen through is our windshield, and we have the rear door closed as well. So if we turn on the lights now, even though it will illuminate us, the line of sight to where the Beagle was will be through tiles that he can't see through. So I do not think it would target a vehicle just because it can see it. I imagine it would only target the player. So we're going to turn our lights back on so we don't plow into anything. Turn on overhead lights. See, oh, I forgot to take into account the fact that our vehicle on an angle can be seen through, but we look okay. What is more worrisome are all these ants. I really hate the ant hills in the game. So we will probably, unfortunately, it's not even a good place to stop because of the ants. So like we can't stop and deal with the skeletal dog in our hatch back there. Hopefully it just doesn't destroy. We've also picked up an ant. Maybe they're not hostile, but I kind of think a lot of them are hostile. Okay, another military vehicle. Hopefully no Beagle tank with this one. And I think we're in a safe enough place where we can actually stop the vehicle and deal with these passengers. Skeletal dog dies as a result of the giant ant, which is hostile. It is moderately injured, however. Okay, so we smash and we hit our vehicle. Okay, items on the ground. Grab the... We can't pick it up, so it's not in our vehicle. Where did the items on the ground? Skeletal dog. So they've both fallen out of our vehicle. Right through the floorboards. Oh, oh, there is a road here. I was going to say, this just dead ends into a trail. But no, we should be able to get through here. Again, I don't really have anywhere in particular that I'm heading, because most of these towns look like trash. I can't zoom out on this map. Really don't know where to go next. All these towns look very small. This one looks okay. We could head... Oh, but we'd have to wrap all the way... We don't even know how to connect that to this road. Maybe there's like a farm here we could drive through or something, but more likely it's forest. So I think currently we just want to navigate... No, get back in the driver's seat. Navigate this way. We've made it safely out of town. Let's go ahead and save again. Saving is taking a weirdly long time. I don't know what to make of that. At this point, my editing issues should be worked out. You know, the audio imbalance is probably still going to be an issue until I really, memorize kind of what levels to put things at. It measures sound differently as well. Like, my old one was based on the percentage volume of the original clip, and this one is based on increasing or decreasing decibels. It's like, why wouldn't you just go percentage of the clip? You know, like, I understand a lot of them use decibels, but why wouldn't you just do a percentage? I mean, I guess it gives more control, but I don't like it. I think, oh, hello. I didn't even think that there would be zombies here. Of course there are zombies here. We're going to need to get our SIG out to deal with these gentlemen. Any of you exceptional military pilot? Okay, I don't think that that's a big deal. Let's move to this side so they don't track to our vehicle, and we'll just shoot them down. And was sick, of course, which, you know, everything is amplified when you're sick. You're just miserable, and it feels like, why is everything so hard? Why can't I figure this out? You know, I'm a smart man. This should not be this difficult. And that was very frustrating, and, our tome character died, which was really... I was dealing with recording issues, and we died, and I was just frustrated, and made me, borderline angry that, I was bad play and stuff like that. You are more concerning. Kevlar zombie. I mean, the zombie is not a big deal. The Hulk, Kevlar Hulks would worry me, but these guys, although they are, pretty armored, they still go down with a few shots. One more. Boom. Smash these boys up. Boys and girls up, because women can be soldiers too. It's 2019. Step into... Okay. Ooh, grenade. Just a grenade on him. Take a grenade. Nothing else, though, that I really want out of you. We could unload his gas mask. Okay. Throat is feeling a little parched. Entrenching tool, military ID card. Great. Yeah, I don't think anything else. We do want an entrenching tool. It will help us to clear out this wreckage, which would allow us to drive through here. I'm not sure how driving over wreckage would affect our tires, so that seemed like something that would be better off not tested. Let's turn on our goggles. Well, pretty messed up here. And there can be stuff in the wreckage, last I checked, but I'm not going to go dig through all that stuff. So I'm recording, my throat does still feel a little dry, but it's not nearly to the level that it was. I mean, some nights I was trying to sleep and my wheezing would wake me up. That's not even fair. It's not like wheezing. It was I could hear myself breathing. And I'm a pretty light sleeper, although I take sleep medication. It's when I'm trying to fall asleep, I'm a very light sleeper, and so I would start falling asleep and would roll weird, or would have something in my sinuses or whatever, and I would hear my own breathing, and it would startle me awake, and it was oh man, miserable. And I didn't want to record all my main series when I was sick, so I was well, this Zombie bio operator. There must be another helicopter out there. We probably should stop and kill him. Stop. Get out. We can't get out that way. Should have gone out the other door, honestly. We'll shoot him because they can have some, like, hyper awesome military CBMs. Okay. We don't see anything else. Let's just real quick dissect this fella. And, I recorded some Roller Coaster Tycoon because I was like, man, I just want something that's kind of fun and easy that I know won't really frustrate me or anything. So I recorded that. I mean, I'm sure nobody's going to watch Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's so old and whatever. But 59. Okay, so it's midnight. We're still very far from anything. So we're just going to continue down the road. We're going to leave our lights on because if we come across a roadblock, we want as much forewarning as possible. So we don't plow into a tank. We're going to turn on safe mode as well. We recorded some Roller Coaster Tycoon, and then like Friday, Saturday, Sunday was so bad in my throat that I could barely talk at all. So I did not record at all over the weekend. And like my niece came over for an overnight on Saturday. She spent the night here, and like, you know, it's fine. You know, it was the first time I really spent any time with her in a long time. But, like, kids are really loud, so, you know, I didn't think I would be able to record. She wasn't particularly loud, you know. She seems like a nice kid and all. But, like, I imagined that kids are very loud, so I was like, well, I'm just not going to record. And I'm sick anyway. See, crow turret. Thankfully, oh, no, it can see us. And they have crazy range. Did I not just, I must have turned off. No, safe mode is on. Why didn't it prompt me? Okay. Let's throw it in reverse. I don't know why it didn't prompt me for the turret. Oh, we have to go. No, we don't have to go this way. Okay. So we're gonna. Wind is making your mouth feel quite cold. I guess we need to close that door, maybe. I don't know why the wind would be in our face when we have a windshield. Let's stop driving, and we will close the door. Yeah, it's got to be what it was. When I closed it, the ambient cricket sounds went away, so I assume that's what it was. And she was here, and like, you know, the family members are making a fuss, like trying to find a good place for her, you know, trying to clean up so they can put down a bed for her to sleep in. And like, you know, I work at night, and it's like I'm up all night, and the kids are, I don't know, it was just whatever. And so I was like, you know, oh well, it's the weekend, you know, I'm not going to record. Why don't I try getting into Tarkov? You know, I have this nice new computer. I own Escape from Tarkov. I picked it up when it was like a super sale months ago, even though I knew I couldn't play it. And I like always knew I was going to get a better computer. Why is our vision so skewed? Okay. Don't like this because there could be like something right to our left that we would not be able to be able to see. Some logs in the woods. We're going to just wrap around here and head up to Benton. We'll bridge. And just a road that dead ends into nothingness. Surely there's something here. Road east of Benton. I mean, I guess we'll travel alongside the bridge, but so we'll be able to see if it goes to anything, but I don't really think it does. Yeah, it's just a dead end. I guess like we did say about fishing. Do we want to fish a little bit? Why don't we fish a little bit? I mean, our freezer is no doubt completely full, and fish have few enough calories that it's almost not worth it. What's the volume in our freezer right now? 73. We could fit 2 liters of fish, which based on my butchering skills seems like it's probably just going to be like 1 fish. So we're going to look for the rod. Great. Do we need bait in this game? Let's look at the crafting menu. Bait. Fish bait. Can be made from fillet of fish. Gross. We're going to feed fish. How many do you get? 20. So we'll just make 1. Store in inventory. Grit your teeth and prepare for a good fight. Sure. I don't want that. Okay. So why don't we try fishing? That sounds fun. And by fun, I mean awful. Because who fishes these days? I guess a lot of people probably do. And I was like, man, I'll check out Tarkov. I've never played Tarkov. And I played like 2 matches and they were really bad. Like I just got killed immediately. And then I had one super good match, which we can talk about some other time because I really like it and want to talk about it. But we don't need so much fish. We're honestly we're only gonna fit like 2 of them, like one of them into the into the freezer anyway. No, don't stop butchering. No, I don't want that. Fillet of fish, 8 fillet of fish. Okay, maybe we will need more. Oh, we butchered both. Okay. Yeah, and then I had one good run and was like, oh, Tarkov is the greatest game ever because I finally did something good and it was fun. Did they all fit? Almost perfectly. Yes. So let's just head out. No, let's not just head out. Let's stop driving. Let's reload our SIG. Let's wield... No, wait a minute. No. Drop, I mean, I guess we did reload. Drop all this. Keep this Stanag drum mag. Just drop everything. I don't need all this garbage. Puts it in cargo space. Great. Let's go back to wielding the SIG because we're currently wielding fish bait. No, that's a drum mag. Don't wield the drum mag. Wield the SIG. And then I was hooked on Tarkov. And then the very next day, there was a big update where it completely erases everyone's progress. So, like, I got really into it and was having fun. And then they updated. And I lost all the stuff I had gotten. And not only that, but, like, they broke it with the update. So, like, thousands of people couldn't even connect to the game, couldn't download the update. And so I spent, like, the whole weekend trying to download the Tarkov update. So, like, even my days off, I didn't really do anything. And it was miserable and unpleasant. Then, on Monday, we had... Are these dead fish? They're not dead. They're just hanging out. I've never seen so many fish just out in the world like that. Okay. Then Monday, we had roofing. Like Mondays, I do a thing for work where I have to stay up and go in the morning. So I had to be up until like 9 a.m. Well, the roofers got here at like 7:30 and were roofing, and they were literally right outside my bedroom window. Like, the only thing separating me from them was like, I don't know, a couple inches of wall. And so they're hammering, and I'm trying to sleep, and like I can't sleep. And that was miserable. And so like the whole last 7 days have just been kind of one bad thing after another. You know, I had some issues with work. I had some issues with, you know, myself getting depressed, you know, because I was sick and it put me in a really bad mood, and I started feeling the, you know, so I'm someone who has several addictions. You know, we're not going to go into detail. We're not going to talk about it. But like, I have some addiction problems. I have some, historically I've had control issues. Like I don't feel like that's a huge issue right now. I feel like I'm very much in control of myself. But when I start getting sick and I start getting depressed, it's those dark thoughts show up a lot more, and they're a lot harder to ignore. And so like a simple thing like, oh, I'm sick, you would think laying in bed all day would be great and you'd feel better and whatever. Well, no, you know, for me, you know, being sick and laying around, it's like, oh, then I'm thinking all day. And if I'm thinking, the dark thoughts come and things get bleak, and I start to have really self-loathing, self-hating talk. Like, you know, I haven't thought about suicide in years, and I still haven't. Don't freak out. But like when I'm sick, like over the last week, I've started having thoughts that led to that place. Like I started having these thoughts like, you know, like, well, what's the point? Like, why are you even trying to do anything? You know, you're 31, you still live at home, you know, you're lonely, no one loves you, you know. And those thoughts start to snowball and take you to that place where like that's like a stone's throw away from like, well, I'm miserable and I'm not feeling anything. Why don't we start cutting ourselves again? You know, and it's like, I don't want to go back to that place. And when I'm sick, it just seems amplified. Same with the addiction. It's like laying in bed, nothing to do, and you're miserable. And you're like, you know what would make you feel better? You know, you remember previously in life when you would do this particular thing? Didn't you feel really good when you did that? Didn't you forget how miserable you were when you would do that? And so, like, all those, little thoughts, and the depression whispers to you and tells you you're a bad person, and it snowballs. So, like, the last week has been not fun. Maybe that doesn't sound right to you. Oh, my throat now. Throat's really bothering me all of a sudden. Maybe that doesn't make sense to you. Maybe you're just hearing this and you're like, that doesn't make sense. It probably doesn't. Like, that's the thing with addiction, and I mean, I'm always hesitant to call it mental illness, but like my therapist would say I have mental illness, so it's like, well, I guess it is what it is. But like, that's the thing about it, is that it doesn't always make sense. Sometimes it's complete nonsense, and your brain is just telling you something. That super ego, or whatever you want to call it, that primitive part of you is like, I don't know, just get drunk, you'll feel better. And it's like, that that's not true. You know that if you get drunk, you're just going to wake up dehydrated and more miserable, and in the long term, it makes you feel worse. But your addiction doesn't care about that. And alcohol's not my thing. I'm just using that as an example. But I mean, I guess I have had thoughts about getting drunk, but like, I can't drink because it's like during the day, I don't drink because like I have to go to work and I drive for a living, and drinking and driving is bad. And then like in the morning when I come home from work, I can't drink because I take a lot of medication when I go to bed, and I don't want to mix. So like, I don't really have opportunities. Anyway, I'm rambling, so we should probably call the episode. This town sucks, by the way. There's nothing here. It's just a few houses. Why is saving taking so long? I don't really know the deal with that is. Oh, this is Benton. Yeah, this town sucks. And it looks like there's nothing up here. We got some not great map gen. I mean, I guess Hatfield looks okay. It looks like maybe there are two towns kind of conjoined in this area. Maybe we can get a big town out of this. I guess we'll head over that way. But we'll clear Benton. It looks like it's just a couple houses, though. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with more Cataclysm in the near future. Sorry about the last week of really spotty, kind of sick episodes. I am feeling better. My throat is a little phlegmy, but I think it's a lot better than the way I sounded last week. So thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.